How do I begin? I'm not very good at improv. I guess
I'm not either. I barely know what we're doing. I just woke up.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna explain it.
This is the morning for me.
So, you've seen Will You Press the Button, right? Just a bunch of hypothetical questions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember the idea. I was like, what were we doing again? Now that you said, will we press the button? Okay,
Yes.
got you.
So, I thought about this in advance.
How are we doing that?
So, I'm gonna read the prompt to you, and we're going to pretend like the prompts are real, like they have real stakes, and it affects both of us. So we can't disagree. We have to agree on pressing the button or disagreeing. Or not pressing the button, rather. So, yeah, just pretend like these are real, and these have real stakes. If we press the button, it affects both of us.
We have to agree, yeah.
Yeah, we have to agree. And if we don't agree, then we fight it out until something happens.
You will lose every subscriber.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are my stakes. If we don't agree on these hypothetical, but also real, but also hypothetical prompts. Like, here's an example of many of the questions on this website, right? You receive $1 trillion, but you can't give any money to your friends or family. Like, they're so stupid. They're so obvious every time.
Is that one obvious? Hold on a second. Hold on a second on that one.
Are we seriously debating this?
I mean, I want to hear what you're saying. Because what I'm saying is,
That's a yes. That's
I wouldn't
a yes.
want to do that.
You wouldn't want to do that? Are you kidding me?
You can't give any money to your friends or family.
So? You could...
I mean, you're so fucking selfish. If that's what
You are making drama for the purpose of the video.
No, I'm not.
I could change the world with $1 trillion. You could invest in cancer research. Well, hold on.
The world
So
includes your friends.
the prompt also says charities. So I guess would that include like,
Yeah,
it
would
would.
include any charitable work.
So like anything for the good of
If you have a
humanity.
business that's non-profit, that's charity.
Okay, but how am I selfish
That
for
winning
receiving the money? I wouldn't have had the money anyways, so I wouldn't have been able to give money to my family anyways. The only difference is that I have the money and I'm
You never
happier.
know, like your family member needs money for like medical bills or something.
Okay,
You could chip in, maybe. I don't know.
and
And what do you mean?
I know I sound like a psychopath, but you wouldn't have had that money.
You do.
You wouldn't have had that money either way. So
You could loan money to friends.
okay, either you don't have the money.
I need $50 this week to pay my car insurance. I'll get you back next week. And you can't do that, even though you have $1 trillion in the bank account. And everybody's gonna know you have $1 trillion. You're
All right,
gonna look like a pompous ass. They might not know about this deal.
Look, if your friend really needs $50, that's their problem. Okay, it's not mine.
So glad you're my best friend. Made the right choice. I'm picking my
But
friend.
like, $50 is. I know for many people it's not insignificant, but for the vast majority of people, if you really need a loan of $50, you have bigger problems.
You might have less problems if your friend could loan you some money. I mean, but think about how that'll look. You have $1 trillion in the bank account, and then can I just borrow $50? I'll pay you back, even though you have $1 trillion, and that's insignificant. You shit that out for breakfast. But can I just have a loan? I'll pay you back, and you're like, no, I can't do that. Well, you can't do that because you made a promise with God, I guess, or Satan. I don't know who's
Look,
behind the button.
I'm not gonna lie
I
to
didn't
you.
expect this.
If
I didn't expect you to argue this, but
I have tears in my eyes. Look. So the choice is basically. Hold on, I gotta laugh it out and wipe my tears away. Okay. The choice is basically you are the richest person in the world by far, but you lose your friends because nobody likes you. Everyone thinks you're a selfish snob.
yeah.
That seems like a good deal to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Again. So glad. I'm so glad I was actually able to win that argument.
You weren't.
Phoenix Fridays taught me well.
You weren't. Because I would press the button in a heartbeat.
I mean, I wasn't.
You wouldn't, and I
You
don't.
would?
I don't get why. I mean, I do, but I guess we just have different values.
I just made some sound fucking points. You want to write this down? I had some amazing lawyer-ass points. You wouldn't have any friends. And if you did, they would think you're an asshole. They would only hang out with you to get money that you can't even give them. So they're really your friends. Couldn't like do anything with that money. Like, I'm not really rich right now, but at least I can give people money if they need it.
But okay, you would never have to worry about working again. That alone would be worth so much to me, right?
Okay, I mean, I guess you can give your time to people. You know, you can volunteer in soup kitchens more.
But
I'm a firefighter.
well,
very
true.
easily.
I guess you're not giving any
Yeah.
money if you're working volunteer.
Okay, now I'm starting to think maybe I would take this because I mean money's not everything. You know?
So-
It's
so,
also
like,
time and
You're a
volunteer.
very conflicting person because you refuse to loan out like $10 to your friend, but you work in a soup kitchen. So it's like, is he selfless or selfish? I don't know.
I mean, you'd be selfless because you're forced to. Yeah, you would be viewed that way. I'm on the fence now. I just convinced myself maybe I would take it. Now I'm starting to think for selfless reasons. I want that on the
For
record.
selfless reasons, sure. So you could work in a soup kitchen instead of an actual job.
Yes, you know, honestly.
So you
Doesn't
would
actually
press the
sound so
button.
bad. Okay, we agree, but that was
Took some convincing, but
some
yeah.
mental gymnastics to get to that conclusion. Yeah.
81% of people press the button, by the way. So 81% of
yeah.
81% of people are reasonable or selfish. I don't know how you want to interpret that. All right, next one. Will you press the button? You will know how the universe came into being and why we are here, but you can tell no one. So you have to keep it to yourself.
That's an easy one. I think we can both agree on this,
I
right?
agree. Yes. No. Do not press the
Because
button.
I don't know it right now, and so I can't tell anyone.
What?
No matter what, I can't tell anyone.
So you would press the button?
I would press a button because
Not me.
I don't know what the secrets of the universe are right now, so I can't tell them.
No, but
anyways.
but I feel like you would kind of go insane.
if I knew
if
and I
you
couldn't
knew.
tell them, that's the same thing. Hey, it wouldn't. Would you? I mean, it depends what the secret is.
Because
If
like
the secret is what we already
okay,
know.
let's run it through a scenario. Let's say the Big Bang is true, and you know that for a fact. You're going to spend your entire life around religious people, and you want to say so bad, like, dude, I have proof that the Big Bang happened. Your God isn't real, but you can't. You can tell no one. Alternatively,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to tell them anyways. Let them believe what they want to believe.
alternatively, if you know, let's
The better ending, right? God is real.
God is real.
That's fucked up. Like your friend's an atheist, and you're like, you know, God's real. That's fucked up. More importantly, you know, hell's real, and Satan's real, and
Yeah,
there's fire waiting on the other side.
but like you could do nothing about it. You just watch like your friend go to hell because he doesn't believe.
Just kick the Bible towards them and nudge it in a direction. Like,
Yeah, just a suggestion.
Nod your
but
head
you
at
can't
it,
outright
Larry.
tell them.
suggest you read.
I feel like you would become a Jehovah's Witness or something. Just because you're so genuinely concerned for everyone, you think they're going to go to hell because you know that God created the universe. And if you don't worship,
That's
you're screwed.
That's the better one. That's the better scenario in my.
So I would not press the
Well, at
button
least you
because
know
either
there's a
scenario
heaven for you.
sucks.
I would press the button. Hold on.
You still would press the button? Really?
And why not?
We just ran it through. Both scenarios suck.
Knowledge for the sake of knowledge. It's
But-
always my stance.
But your stance sucks.
Ignorance is not bliss.
But this is significant. This is the entire reason we're alive. That's what's at stake here.
I'll know, and then I'll just move on. I don't know. But
If
Yeah, I
you
wanna
had
know.
that level of knowledge, you would not be able to just move on. Now, that is a selfish choice. If you could just know and move on and be fine with it. I would want to be like screaming to the world, there is a God or there isn't a God. What's the point of
No,
knowledge
no,
if you
I
can't
don't
do
know.
anything with it? Ease of mind for yourself?
fun to know.
Fun?
Fun to
Fun?
know. And you can
This is
use that
serious.
information to help your what? Knowledge for the sake of knowledge. You don't need to have a reason. Okay, I have a practical reason for knowing.
Go for
Say
it.
there is a God, right?
Okay.
And you're an atheist. Okay?
Okay.
And now you know there's a God. You can avoid going to hell. and say there
That
isn't a
is
God.
true. That is true.
You've been going to church every Sunday, and you've been volunteering and doing all this work. Now you can stop wasting your time with that and do some fun stuff. Enjoy life.
But on the flip side,
Take that.
you know you're not going to hell, but all your atheist friends are going to hell. So, and you can't do
That's their
anything about
choice.
it. No, I mean, not really. It's unfair because you know there's a God, but they don't.
If there is a God that would do that to someone, I don't want them in control.
But what if they are? You can't do anything about it. I mean, you're not God. You're just a human who knows about God.
Well, at least you know. Again, I think the practical reasons they outweigh the guilt you'll spend the rest of your life when you listen to your atheist friends go on about how there's no God, Jesus never walked the earth and stuff.
But there's a lot to worry about. If you don't press the button, life goes on as normal. You can worship a God if you want. You can not worship a God, and you're just good. I think this is ignorance as bliss. That's what I think.
Counter argument. Aren't you going to spend the rest of your life wondering what would have happened if you pressed that button?
I suppose.
That sounds like a
But
cliche
the
movie.
the alternative is, I mean, wondering what would happen if you had not pressed the button.
I've played enough games with you to know you're a big risk taker. So I would expect you to press that goddamn button. Go all in poker.
But
This is an all-in situation.
what if the truth is
It could save
terrifying
your
and
fucking soul.
it rocks your entire existence?
So be it. You got to take
Like,
that risk.
ignorance is bliss, right?
Ignorance is ignorance. Doesn't change the outcome. Get it over with.
Again, whether there's a God or no God, both scenarios suck. They really do. Because you can't tell anyone. So why even know?
But you know, so you can at least save yourself, or not save yourself. I mean, if there's no God, then you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
you would go.
benefits
I think you would
outweigh
go
the negatives.
insane if you pressed the button. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think you would go insane if you didn't.
So the point that you said that I'm hinging on is you could save yourself if there is a God. Because let's say,
Yes,
like, for
at
example,
least.
Christianity is real, right? And you actually are going to hell forever if you don't believe. I would want to avoid that at all costs, so pressing the button would be an easy choice for me. You know what? I'll press the button. Sure, we'll agree there.
Thank you. I didn't think I was gonna win that one. I was getting close. Close to just saying, all right, you win.
79% of people press the button. Here's a prompt that, I mean, I have a pretty easy thing to say about. You become incredibly popular, have so many friends and everyone loves you, but there's always a voice in the back of your head bringing you down and saying horrible things to you. That's just called depression.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, don't press the button.
Sounds like high school.
46% of people press the button, by the way, so they're kind of dumb. This sounds like high school.
Stop.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good one, Blake. I got a good one here.
You got a what? Good one?
I got a good one.
So
Yeah.
you have one on your screen?
While you sleep, you have a completely controllable dream. You can do whatever you want. It's an imaginary world. But you have to sleep 20 hours and you can only be awake for 4.
So,
I think that's a
so
good
like,
one.
nothing changes, basically,
No.
for me. Except the good part. Sleeping 20 hours, awake for 4. That's my life, but
Okay.
it's enjoyable this time, so yeah, that's an easy
I
button
would
press.
explain your upload schedule, yes.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. You can teleport everywhere you want, but every time you do this, one person will randomly die. Just someone in the world.
No.
You say no?
I'm not.
I'm-
Like, I swear to God, if you say yes. I swear to God.
look,
Right.
it's not gonna make me look good. But I'm honestly lazy enough to the point where if I can just teleport to where I want to go, I'm fine with someone dying.
I'm not saying yes to that. You are a sociopath if you actually believe that. That's just evil.
Well,
Like, that's just evil. What's wrong with you?
it's not a guaranteed yes. I have to think about it. But you should know it's really tempting.
What? Why? Somebody will die. They'll be dead. Your life will be over.
Correct.
So you can get to Starbucks faster. That doesn't seem worth it. I'm not.
Okay, so you are assuming that the person you are killing. Well, hold on. Let's just assume they die instantly, like no pain at all. Their brain just shuts off. Okay,
Does not
it's
at
a
all
humane way to
factor
go.
in.
And if the person you're killing is like a serial killer, You've done humanity a great favor because you teleported to Starbucks.
It doesn't say that. That's not part of the rules. It just says somebody will die.
Yeah,
I assume it's like Thanos snapping finger. Random, it's arbitrary.
it is.
So-
Yes. You can't choose it. But,
I failed to see your
well,
point.
okay, well, from the other side, I would be kind of pissed if I was killed because somebody wanted to go to Starbucks faster.
It's just, it's very bad. It's not work.
Yeah, but you should know that it's a lot more tempting for me than it is for you. I guess I wouldn't, but I needed some convincing.
I mean, I do like going to Wawa.
It was surprisingly close, by the way. 56% of people did press the button, so...
I just disgust. I fucking hate humanity, man.
Exactly,
Come on.
exactly, Andy. Think about it. I could
What?
press the... Okay, if I press the button and teleport, I could kill some of those bad humans.
But you'd most likely be killing. I assume most people in the world are good, rational people.
56% of people did press the button, so this suggests otherwise.
Why? Am I going to be alone on this? How am I in the minority on this? You're killing somebody every time.
It's easier to kill
Just to
someone if
get-
you know nothing about them. Hence why war exists. And people are fine with
That's
it.
so stupid. At least with war, like somebody did something to piss you off. This is just shit. I really want McDonald's breakfast, but I don't want to drive there. And then, are you factoring in that you have to teleport back home? So that's 2 people. That's 2 people. So you're gonna have some pancakes. Doesn't seem worth it. That's awful. I do not agree with that.